Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and today I'm going to be doing your weekly horoscope forecast for the week of February the 11th through the 17th, 2019. If this is the first time that you're tuning into my channel, please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon. And let's get into your horoscopes for this week. Hi Aries, this is your weekly forecast for the week of February the 11th through the 17th, 2019. If this is the first time that you're tuning in to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon on the very bottom right hand corner of this video. As well, I am holding a sale on all of my psychic readings. If you are interested, until February 14th, use promo code CUPID, that's capital C, U, and then lowercase UPID, CUPID, upon checkout, and my website is listed here. You'll get 15% off of any reading on my website. And also don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. That being said and done, your horoscope for this week, Aries, is that you are going to be experiencing some self-reflection. You could be feeling very vulnerable this week. You could be feeling almost like people are looking at you and you're the life of the party. When you enter a room, you know, your presence is there, but you, on a certain level, you are feeling kind of, isolated. You may be feeling like there are certain people in your life right now. These could be friendships that are kind of, looking at you and kind of judging you. You could be feeling kind of judged by people and their moods. Not the best week this week, even though it is the week of love. Valentine's Day is Thursday. It's not necessarily the best week for Aries because emotions are going to be running high. A lot of you are going to be turning to your tarot cards, to your pendulums, to your psychic abilities, your channeling. A lot of you are searching for a deeper meaning, feeling very spiritual, very connected right now. So you may have some questions that you want to seek the answers out to. You may even a lot of you may be getting psychic readings from people this week. But the main gist of this week for you is that there is love there waiting for you with a partner if you're in a relationship. If you're not, it's going to be about self-loving yourself completely and not giving into any lower vibrations. Try to keep your energy very high. There is a sense that there are people that are waiting there to support you. If you are single, you may want to go out with a group of friends, but that's the energy for this week. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and have a blessed week. Taurus, this week for you, Taurus, it is going to be a week in which you could be feeling like, for some reason or another, that there is a group of people that are there to support you, but they're at a distance. You could be feeling very alone this week, very vulnerable, caught up in your emotions. You may not know what the future is holding, but a lot of you could be thinking about it. There is an unsettling feeling, almost like you're having to fight, or you have two different directions that you can't choose. You feel very much alone in many ways. And a lot of this is reflecting around your money situation. For a lot of you are very hard workers. Right now, there's a lot of focus around money. Perhaps there's something that you're trying to fund, whether it's a trip, a vacation, or something that you're just needing to buy in general. And the funds are just not there. And you're kind of, working hard to figure out, what is the next step? How can you do this? And the key here may be that you may have to wait a little bit longer. I'm just being very honest here. It may be something where you just can't, at this moment, go forth and get what you want. But Spirit is saying that it's going to be okay, that there is a finality, there is something in this week that you're going to be putting an end to. And I feel like this is going to be a powerful conversation with someone. Maybe someone is giving you some bad attitude, or, there's some tension in the air, like you're walking through eggshells, whether this is at work, which I feel like it would be at work, for a lot of you. But some of you, it may be your work at home. If you're like a stay-at-home mom, or you just, you are a caregiver, you're someone that takes care of someone at home, there is going to be some powerful conversations, especially if they, the person that you're around is not in a relationship and you are, this week tends to be very intense with people who are single. They usually, or have had bad experiences around Valentine's Day. They may not be in the mood for that day, and you could be feeling a little down. So whether that's someone else or yourself, you'll have to kind of pull them out of that, or pull yourself out of that darkness. And know that there is some, some brighter things that are coming up for you. So this was the horoscope for the sign of Taurus. Have a blessed week. And if you would like to set up a private reading with me, right now I'm offering 15% off all of my psychic readings until February 14th. That's Valentine's Day. Just use promo code CUPID, that's capital C and then lowercase UPID upon checkout. And it's also on my website on the readings page when you go to that link here on the screen. So blessings and love and light. Have an amazing week. Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is the first time that you're tuning in. Go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. Also, don't forget that I have a sale on my shop right now until February 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Basically, I'm offering 15% off of any psychic reading. Just use promo code CUPID, that's capital C and then lowercase UPID upon checkout. And that'll give you 15% off. And also don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. So this week for you, Gemini, there's a lot of light that is surrounding you. A lot of you are being motivated to do certain things that maybe people in your family or your friends may not understand why you're being motivated. There's a lot of strength that you're holding on to right now, where you may have had a couple moments of weakness over the last couple of weeks. This week is entirely different. You're stepping into your power. There's a lot of light surrounding you, a lot of angelic protection. There is a lot of clarity, and so people are instantly going to notice this assertiveness about you. It's like you enter a room and people turn their heads and they're like, wow, they can feel the energetic presence of you. For many of you that are single or with a person, with your partner or a person, in your life, there is a lot of focus around that love life right now. And what is going on is that it feels like it's being fulfilled, but at the same time, there's a feeling of, being in love or thinking about love coming into you, into your life, but at the same time, there's a lot of focus on money as well in your career. So it's like a lot of you may be finding that you'll be spending more this Valentine's Day, even though some of you may not believe in Valentine's or, celebrate it. But a lot of you that do believe in it will be spending a little bit more, or you could be finding that your partner spends a lot more money on a gift or something for you, like maybe like a weekend getaway. For Valentine's Day. So there is a lot of focus on money. There does seem to be like more of a spiritual abundance when it comes to money, a monetary abundance around you. So a lot of you that, that have filed for your income tax, that's maybe coming very soon. If you live here in the United States. If not, there could be some other form of money, maybe, through your work, you've saved up quite a bit and you feel like, this is a perfect time to go ahead and splurge on yourself. There's a lot of magic surrounding this week for a lot of Geminis. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Blessings and love and light. Have an amazing week, Gemini. Cancer, welcome back to my channel. This is the first time that you're tuning in. Please go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. And also I am running a 15% off discount. It's a sale on my website. If you are interested in purchasing a psychic reading, just use promo code CUPID, that's capital C, lowercase UPID, upon checkout, and also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. That being said and done, this week for you, Cancer, a lot of you right now are noticing that your world is changing. Everything around you has a different meaning. You could be looking at things from a different angle, different perspective. A lot of you are ready to embark on a new journey and go into areas that you may not even know what the outcome is, but you're taking a leap of faith. There is also some uproar around your family members. There could be someone that is trying to control someone else, and it may directly or indirectly impact you. If this is someone that is trying to control you, there's a sense that it is affecting you in some way or another, like your work. It is affecting your patience, your level of patience. So it is going to be a week in which you kind of need to really, step up your game and really stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone, kind of talk down to you or treat you in a way that is inferior. Even if, there is something to lose, you have to kind of sometimes lose something to gain something. I mean, Spirit is saying right now that you're, a lot of you could be walking away from a job, walking away from a certain family member that is very toxic, or a male that has male toxicity, and is very toxic in nature. And there's a lot of imbalance in your life right now. So there is going to be, like I said, a moment of self-reflection and kind of, reorganizing your life in a way where everything makes sense. And there's more, structure, and you have more control over it. Because right now, you could be feeling, for many of you, that you don't have control over a situation. And it's very imperative that you do gain control over this before it kind of escalates and turns into something that is, not good. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed week. Thank you so much. Leo, this week for you, Leo, it is going to be a week in which you are finding right now that, there's this emptiness that you're feeling inside of you. Many of you Leos out there could be with a partner or, dating someone, but your heart is still feeling a little empty. There's something missing. It could be that your relationship is based off of more of a spiritual love and not physical, and there may not be any physical intimacy. There could be something that, or vice versa, it could be, the other way around. There's plenty of physical intimacy, but there's no connection spiritually, and there has to be a balance of both mind, body, and soul in every relationship in order for it to work. At the same time, there's a lot of pressure surrounding money. Maybe there's a partner asking for money, or that that you need, to save money because there's some things that may be coming up, unexpected expenses. Maybe you're planning on moving. But these are the kind of things that you're worrying about. Adult responsibilities. You're being very responsible. That is typical of a Leo, being very responsible, very, thinking ahead and planning ahead. You're not someone that just, goes and wings it. You kind of, are very structured in your way of thinking and how you do things. But at the same time, a part of you is fighting some battles. There is this battle between your love life, like I said, and your actual physical environment. You're not happy. You could be feeling like there's a lot of things, mistakes that you've made in the past that are coming back to haunt you. There's a lot of judgment that you are bringing more to yourself than anything. These are self-created thoughts that are manifesting. These are feelings that are manifesting, but they're being created by yourself, by your conscious. That you have not done something right, or you could have if you could turn back time, hands of time to do something better, you would do it a different way. But the problem with this is that you're creating a trap for yourself, and you staying stuck in this period of darkness. There's a level of, an edge of darkness or shadow, your shadow self that you're confronting, but you just don't know how to get out of that. And it's kind of like replaying and replaying and replaying. So what you have to do in order to do that is to realize and snap out of it that, hey, I'm not guilty for this. I'm not responsible for this. I'm not the person that I was in the past. I'm changed, kind of shift that mentality. And that will help you kind of get through this week a lot easier when you're able to do that. But that's the energy for this week. So thank you once again. Have a blessed week, Leo. Hi Virgo. This week, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. Also be sure to go to my website if you'd like to purchase a psychic reading. Right now I'm offering 15% off of any psychic readings. Just use promo code CUPID, that's a capital C, lowercase UPID, upon checkout, and you'll get 15% off. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes. So this week, what Spirit is saying is that you are kind of, trying to take more chances, more risks. You know that there's something that you need to do. Your life has felt kind of stagnated, has felt kind of stalled. You feel stalled, kind of like you're on pause, and you can't hit that replay. You can't hit the play button to go forward. So a lot of you are kind of like contemplating, should I or should I not? Should I or should I not? And Spirit is saying, it's time. It's time to take that leap of faith. So many of you will be doing that. At the same time, there's this feeling that there is an opportunity coming up for some of you. It could be work related, like a new job or an interview, but you're kind of, holding back because, again, you're very comfortable in your comfort zone. But again, your job is not that you're currently at, even though it is comfortable to you. There is a lot of pressure and a lot of negativity surrounding many of you for that. A lot of you also this week could be entering a relationship where there's communication with someone else. It's not very deep yet, this affection or this love, but there is definitely communication and romance that is surrounding you. So there's a potential right now to kind of, focus on that, but a lot of your focus is going to be mainly on your money and your finances this week. But don't forget to, forget about yourself and putting yourself first. So, if there is someone that is inviting you out for Valentine's Day dinner or wants to throw you a party or invites you to a party, go for it. Do it. Don't, hold back on it or restrict yourself. Obviously, Spirit is wanting you to go forth. So, have a blessed week, and thank you so much. Hi, this is Psychic Medium Ray, and if you are interested in getting a book and a reading, right now I'm offering 15% off of all my readings on my website. Just use promo code CUPID. That's promo code is capital C, lowercase UPID upon checkout, and you'll get 15% off on all readings on my website. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't by hitting the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. So for Libra this week, there's a lot of celebration. You're feeling on top of life. You're feeling very good about yourself. There's this, this kind of, swag that you have for a lot of you out there. You're feeling very hip. You're feeling yourself this week. That's kind of the energy that is surrounding you. You may be putting on, your lipstick, your makeup, getting your hair did, getting your nails done. So a lot of you are taking pride into your image. You could be feeling like, hey, I'm single, but I'm ready to mingle. Or if you're in a relationship, I'm going to look my best for my partner. That's kind of like the energy that surrounds you. There is also a lot of focus on working very hard. You could be feeling, many of you out there, that there's either, you're slowly being replaced in your job, or you could be feeling like, they're giving some of your responsibilities or duties to someone else. You feel like someone is wanting to take something away from you in your job. So this has you kind of fighting back and being very much on alert this week. But at the same level, there is a sense of fulfillment that deep inside of you that perhaps this job is no longer for you, or this place of employment is no longer for you, and you're needing to move forth with it. Some of you may be very bold and may be making the first steps towards someone else romantically. So if you're single out there, a lot of you could be flirting. A lot of you, could be asking someone to go out on a date, which is, sometimes they say that, the men should be doing that, but sometimes there are women that will do that to a man, and be very forward. Right now, I think, like, with the way that we live in the consciousness, that everything is changing, and it doesn't matter if it's the female or the male that initiates first. It doesn't matter. Times have changed. We're no longer living in a different, an old society. So take a leap of faith and be guided by Spirit. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have a blessed week, Libra. Scorpio, hi, this is Psychic Medium Ray. This week I am offering 15% off of all my psychic readings on my website. Just go to my website, which is listed here on the screen, www.raymondguzman.net/shop, and enter promo code CUPID. That's promo code CUPID, that's capital C, then lowercase UPID upon checkout for 15% off of all my psychic readings. You can give them away as well if you'd like to gift someone a reading. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray, And most importantly, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel if this is the first time that you're tuning in and you have not yet subscribed, by hitting the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon. That being said and done, this week for you, there is a lot of sense of you reconnecting to your inner child, to your that level of where you used to feel very comfortable and just kind of saw the magic in the world. A lot of you right now could be feeling very much in that kind of energy, where you may not be certain of what the future holds, but you're living in the moment and you're trying to enjoy it the best way that you can, and you're working very hard. There could be a lot of memories from your childhood that you're bringing forth that were positive ones, but on the same token, a lot of you are feeling very much like you're being judged out there. There's could be some ugly conversations or confrontations for a lot of you Scorpios around Valentine's Day, especially if you are with someone and they're not, considering the day, or to them it's like any other day, but to you holds a special meaning, because a lot of you could be, surrounded by people that are, you see them receiving flowers, carnations, box of chocolates, and their partners are being very, very forthcoming and just showing them unconditional love, and here you are and your partner hasn't done anything for you. You feel like the magic is gone from the relationship. So this could have you feeling some kind of way up in your feelings, have you very upset, and there could be some arguments that you have, or some powerful discussions to let your partner know that, hey, you don't appreciate being treated this way. It's not fair. If they really love you, they should be going out of their way to show it. So there is a lot of focus on that, and there is a sense of, you later on, wanting to spend some time in nature if the weather allows, or going out for a road trip this weekend. You don't want to be kind of like caught up in your own things. So if you are, in a situation like I mentioned, where your partner's not doing anything, you may decide just to go by yourself and treat yourself out for something, whether it's later in the week or the weekend, but you will take charge of the situation as you always do, Scorpio. So more power to you. So thank you so much. Have a blessed week. Sagittarius, if you're interested in booking a private reading with me, right now I'm offering 15% off of any of my psychic readings on my website. Just use promo code CUPID, that's a capital C, lowercase UPID, upon checkout for 15% off. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And most importantly, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button on the bottom right hand corner of this video, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you'll be notified of any future videos that I do publish. All right, so Sagittarius, this week it is going to involve a lot of fighting. There's a lot of a lot of conflict around your life right now for some reason, and you're not really someone that likes to be very conflicted, but this has to do with your money. There could be something going on in your workspace where someone is trying to set you up, or playing with your money. Maybe they didn't pay you your hours, or they're making some kind of difficulty in your job, but it's affecting your finances, and that's something that you're not about to allow to happen. You will fight back. So there's a lot of there's a lot of things going on that are going to be kind of rough and tough this week, and can steal your peace easily at work. To kind of pace yourself, take a deep breath, and know that everything will be okay if you can get through it through meditation or whatever it takes, but kind of, try to stay away from the negative as much as possible. Later in the week, there is a surprise. There is like this sense that, you find healing through a partner. For those of you that are with a partner or seeing someone, they do come forth, for Valentine's Day perhaps, or, just to show you their affection, but they are there for you. And there's this sense that regardless of whatever comes, through you, you will get through it with flying colors, but there is, some obstacles here, but you are going to be fighting anything that is trying to impede your love. Because I feel like for many of you out there, even though some of you may be in a loving relationship, some of you could also be experiencing this week a relationship where there's a lot of external factors, whether is someone's ex, or this is her family members that are coming up against you, from your partner's family that is coming up against you and talking smack or talking crap. are just, not being very supportive, spreading rumors or malicious gossip about you. It is going to be a week in which they will be surprised because you will be addressing it. So I want to give you big angel hugs and wish you an amazing, amazing week. Thank you once again. Capricorn, thank you so much. This week I am offering 15% off of any of my psychic readings, valid until February 14th. Just use promo code CUPID, that's capital C and then lowercase UPID upon checkout for 15% off of any of my psychic readings. Also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button if you haven't already and the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. So this week for you, Capricorn, a lot of you right now are feeling kind of like you are, trapped in a situation. You feel like you're entombed, that you are more, restless. There's this restlessness surrounding you where you don't feel comfortable in your home. You don't feel comfortable in your life, and period. And it may not be so much that there's people that are causing this for you, but rather you entering a period of looking at your life and analyzing everything and just not being happy and realizing, there could be things that you would have done differently if you could have, but you don't know how to get out of this right now and kind of move forward. Your job doesn't necessarily satisfy you. Your family may not be giving you the peace that you feel. It's just different angles. It's almost like depression that's setting in. So you will have to control those thoughts, keep yourself preoccupied, but also, practice self-love, and saying daily affirmations can help you with this as well. But like I said, there is something that you are kind of running away from. So if you are not wanting to speak about the elephant in the room, so to speak, regardless of what the issue is, it is going to be time this week where you're going to have those conversations, regardless of how uncomfortable it is, and really address it to whoever, is listening, or whoever you feel like is the cause of you wanting to run away. If someone is shaming you or trying to make you feel like, you're bringing up your past constantly, to make you feel worthless or feeling like, you're not good enough, this is going to be something you're going to have to put a stop to, because that cannot continue. And for a lot of you, you will be fighting for a relationship. This could be to salvage your relationship. So, a lot of you will be fighting people and fighting maybe even your partner, to get them to see, that things need to change in this situation. And there does seem to be this feeling like, that you're not alone, and that the resolution is going to be coming. So I want to wish you an amazing week. Thank you so much again. Hi, Aquarius. This is Psychic Medium Ray. This week, if you are interested in booking a private reading with me, I'm offering 15% off of any of my readings in my shop. Just use promo code CUPID that for 15% off upon checkout. That's capital C, lowercase UPID. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And most of all, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already by hitting the red subscribe button as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. That being said and done, let's get into your horoscopes for this week. So this week for you, Aquarius, there is a sense of love, a sense of mourning too. So there's something in a relationship that is kind of, dead. A lot of you could be feeling like there is this relationship that, whether you're contemplating, should you fight for it? Should you fight for it, or should you let it go? There is a sense of a relationship kind of being stagnated. You're feeling a kind of trapped. A lot of your life seems, to be in a gray color right now. There's not a lot of color, even though you're very colorful and you're someone that carries a lot of energy and vibrancy. There could be a lot that feels kind of dead right now, in your life. Things that you need to cut out, people that you need to cut out, to bring some life back into it. So a lot of you will be moving forward with feelings, professing feelings for someone, or someone professing feelings for you. There is this sense also that you're being followed, that there is this shadow, there is this darkness that is following you, regardless if this is a relationship or this is someone else that just is not, that is trying to overpower you. almost how this feels and how this is coming in from spirit to me, it feels like this is almost like yourself dealing with your shadow self. It could be that you've created this kind of monster in many ways that, you know, this pressure, when I say monsters, like pressures on yourself to keep going, to keep up an appearance, to keep up, you know, your work, networking, your, you know, your social life, and it has you being pulled in different directions, and has you stepping into an inauthentic vibration. And so a lot of you right now could be finding that it's like a task, it's a chore for you to kind of, you know, be holding on to that in many ways. So a lot of you will be kind of pulling away from it, focusing on your money, throwing yourself into your work, which is what you typically will do for a lot of you Aquarians when you are dealt with challenges. Rather than kind of facing the challenge, you may, you know, kind of just throw yourself in your work and try to forget about it, and then later on address it. But, you know, you can't keep continuing to do this, because in the fact that you are doing this right now, it's like bringing a lot of negativity into your life and kind of ushering it in. So regardless of you, you know, doing some cleansings and using crystals and whatnot, you know, your mental thoughts are not going to be very healthy. They are going to revert to darker thoughts. There could be depression, moments of crying, etc., being emotional, overly emotional. And again, all of this is stemming from you not confronting your inner demons, and they have to be tackled by you, no one else but you, to bring healing. So big angel hugs and best wishes for all of you Aquarians out there. Thank you so much. Pisces, welcome back to my channel. If you are interested in booking a private reading, please visit my website. That's www.raymondguzman.net/shop for 15% off. Use promo code CUPID. That's valid until February 14th. It's capital C, lowercase UPID. Enter that upon checkout for 15% off. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel by hitting the red subscribe button, as well as the notification bell icon, so that way you can be notified of any future videos that I do publish. So this week for you Pisces, it is going to be a week in which you're kind of feeling loved, you're feeling very fulfilled, you're feeling very beautiful. A lot of you are feeling your energy, feeling yourself. You know, there's a certain level of, you know, just feeling very comfortable in your life right now. It's like this has been the best, you know, couple of months or years for some of you out here. You know, and now you're happy. There's this actual, you know, happiness for you, and there is, you know, a turning point right now for your money. You are working hard on it. You know, what could be happening with your love life is that in your love life right now, a lot of you are happy, but at the same time, it's like you're having to put a lot of energy forth, or kind of running away from something. There's something that you're running away from, whether it's like, you know, being very committed or wanting to take the relationship to the next level. There's something that is kind of, you know, scares you about your partner. The more that you've gotten to know them, the more that you kind of, you know, it kind of can push you away when you kind of get into their darker side and your own darker side, and you kind of confronting that darkness together. It can be very intense and very scary, but at the same time, in darkness there is light, and in light there is darkness. There is this balance. So it is going to be a week of, you know, you kind of, you know, maybe a lot of you may be planning some trips with your partner, you know, spending quality time, maybe a romantic dinner at a restaurant. But there is a sense of, you know, you wanting to get, you know, a project off the ground. And it could be in its baby steps, you know, in its initial phases. It's a very young energy when it comes to your project that you're working on, or your, you know, your money, how that is coming in, how your, you know, your job, related to your job. You know, you're working hard, but yet you still have a ways to go before you're financially, you know, in the place that you want to be for 2019. So that's the energy that surrounds you this week. Big angel hugs and best wishes. Have an amazing, amazing week.